Hi Glass, Jolene here. I want to talk to you a little bit about the template I've provided for you to create your CD packaging on. It's a pretty normal thing if you're creating packaging of some sort or banners or lots of other things that the printer you're planning to use will ask you to use their template and work within it. You can create your own templates, but oftentimes the printer will have one for you, or you can find one online that you use. And so I want to explain a little bit about how a template works. Let me zoom in. This is going to be the front of your packaging. This is the back side of that, and then this is the CD. So if I zoom in on this, let's talk about what all these lines are referring to. Let's start with the red line. This is what's called the cut line, and as this is described, this is where the finished product will be cut. So notice that these crop lines here match up with that. So if you printed this out yourself, you would use these crop lines to crop right here. So the black line on the outside of it is the bleed line. So you want your artwork to go all the way to this outside black line, knowing that anything that's between these, the red and the black line, will be cut off. Then the blue line is what's called the safety line. So you don't want to get anything that's going to be cut too close to that line, or you want to make sure you're at least inside this line. And I actually recommend that you use 1/4 inch guides on your artwork. So actually this needs to come into the cut line, to zero out at the cut line, and then you can drag your 1/4 inch guides. Let me turn my guides back on to 1/4 inch. The reason that wasn't working, I just discovered, is because I had this layer selected and it's locked, so it's not going to let me draw a guide on it. So this is where you want to put your guide on the artwork. So you would put in your guides that way. All right, so notice that the finished size is 4.75 by 4.75. That's referring to the red cut line. That's the size of a CD case. With the bleed, it adds another 1/8 of an inch, I think, to it. And again, that's what you're going to match your artwork up. So when you create your file in Photoshop, you're going to make it this size and place it there on that black line. This one's the exact same way. And then this is the actual CD, and this is what I want you to know about this. This is the size of the CD. This green message is telling you to avoid putting anything important between this dotted line and this outside line. So especially any type or anything critical to the design elements. Also, it's telling you don't put any text in this inside area. So keep all your text inside this area. And that the artwork should extend to this center piece right here. So over here you can see in our layers, if I turn this off, that's going to turn all that stuff off. So you can just keep that locked, and you can turn it on and off as you need it. Then I've created another layer for you called artwork. Make this bigger so you can see everything. So you're going to want to put everything that goes on your cover, which is right here on this layer, everything that goes on your cover back on this layer, and then everything that goes on the CD. You'll see I've already got that center hole for you. It's white with a blue outline, so you can just leave that there. And you can, if you need to have another circle on top of this one, you can unlock this, copy it, or select it, I should say, and then copy it down into your CD layer. And if I hold down Alt, that'll make a copy of it. So you can see even if I turn that layer off, it's still there. So that's all you need to know about the template you'll be using for the CD packaging.